not-for-profit. It's based in Asheville, and what it does is we coordinate volunteers to provide free and low-cost therapies and supports for people on the spectrum, as well as their families and caregivers. There was a University of Wisconsin study a couple years ago that showed the PTSD levels of parents with autistic kids is similar to combat vets.
Wow.
So some of the service, like they'll have like game night, movie night, basically opportunities for social building in a non-threatening parallel play kind of way. They'll have like gardening classes, bird watching classes. And then they have like every once in a while, if we get somebody to volunteer to do it, we'll have like a directed workshop series on like money management for the autistic young person, or social skill building and how to talk to people.
Those are good.
Job preparation. Daily life skills.
This is in Henderson?
This is in Buncombe. It's at the Asheville Mall. But a lot of the offerings are online too. But then the thing I love is self-care and executive functioning supports. Yoga, Tai Chi, Zumba, aerobics, facials, massage, foot rubs from an autistic young lady who went through massage school. She's awesome. Things like that promote self-care and relaxation, because there's a lot of stress attached to navigating this world when you're autistic.
Yeah.
And that's for the individual and their families and caregivers, so you'd be eligible for those services.
That's in Bumpkin. Yeah, I'd move to Henderson if that's the case.
Well, if you went to Ashley Meadows, if we go and apply there, you get in there, and then you can take, after a year, you can take that voucher, the Section 8 voucher, and then apply for places in Hendo. And they just built 2 new complexes. And they're very nice. One is right across from the YMCA in Hendo, and down the street from a couple of day programs.
Okay.
So like walkable to day programs. Yeah. We're just talking about housing options. I love your dress.
Thank you. I had 25 minutes of traffic.
How did you get so lucky? I had 40. Where are you coming from?
Asheville.
Me too. Why'd you luck out? I'm jealous.
I'm sorry, 40's worse. Hi, Liam. What you doing?
Good.
He let me boop his kitty's nose.
Yeah, that's bingo. Housing options in Hendersonville?
Well, we're talking about not wanting to move for 2 years because of high school, right? So if she gets into Ashley Meadows, it's a Section 8 project. She doesn't have to apply for the voucher, is what it's supposed to be, but they're trying to work that out. You get in there, you get the voucher. If you stay there for a year, complete your first lease, then you can take that voucher with you to like a property that takes Section 8 in Hendersonville, and that way you don't have to get on their waiting list. It can save some serious chunk of time.
So, the first apartment you mentioned, is that in this area?
It is. It's the one next to the high school across from the BP.
Okay.
It's a Section 8 project. Section 8 housing, usually you have to go and apply for the voucher. And in this area, in this county, you have to go to the Regional Foothills Commission. They open their waiting list 1 day a year. And they will announce that on Facebook. So you have to follow them on Facebook and check it every morning like at 3:30 a.m. because you have to be one of the first people in line by 6 a.m. to even get on the list. It is draconian and it is cruel.
That sounds... Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you can't get on the waiting list for the voucher. And the waiting list is averaging, they're saying now, between 4 and 6 years.
For Hendersonville.
For Polk.
Oh, okay.
But if you get into Ashley Meadows, because it's project-based, you apply there, you get accepted there, and then if you meet the qualifications for the voucher, you get in with a voucher. And after living there for a year, you can take that voucher to any other Section 8 property.
Got it. Because you already have it. The waiting list is for you to just getting the voucher.
So you can skip the waiting list part for the voucher.
She knows her stuff.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do the line thing to get into this apartment.
Well, you're not supposed to, but they just had a change of ownership and management, and they're trying to say that Section 8 has to send them referrals from their waiting list. But the problem is that waiting list is 4 to 6 years old. Nobody sat around waiting, because, I hope they call today. So they're calling these people, and nobody's answering. Phones have been disconnected. Numbers changed. These people have already adjusted their circumstances. And so they've got apartments sitting empty because they want to follow that plan of action instead of the one that's been for the last 8 years. So anyway, that's in flux. we're working with them to help them figure it out.
So now would be the time to apply.